Yah Scriptures, Book of Natzaryim, Chapter 9. Seeing that a large crowd had gathered on the hillside, Yahusha stood up and addressed the people after they were seated in this manner. This is a night of ignorance when men wander, lost in darkness of worldly conditions. I am the light and hope of men. These are the people I support and accept, and this is the message I give to them. For I come to unsheathe the sword of the Ruach among men, and to lead them forth to fight the battles of Eluah. The sword is the Ruach, even as the body is the sheath. Let your swords be bright and keen for the fray. Be staunch and resolute. The rule of Eluah will surely sweep all wickedness and evil, all pain and distress from the face of the earth. I accept the oppressed and dispirited, for they shall inherit glory in the reign of the Ruach. I accept those who grieve, for they should not be without a comforter. Is it not written, let the words of Yahuwah be an unquenchable light within you, and they will shorten your days of sorrow. I accept the disinherited, for they shall inherit the earth. Is it not written, the disinherited shall be joyful amid bounty and shalom? I accept those who hunger after enlightenment, for they shall be satisfied. Is it not written that pleasures of the food table sit heavily on the stomach, but wisdom fills the heart with satisfaction and content? I accept the compassionate, for they shall be compensated. Is it not written, he who has compassion builds a foundation of consolation for his time of need? I accept the pure-hearted, for their nature draws them closer to Eluah. Is it not written, he whose hands and heart are clean receives the fullest measure of the power of the Ruach? I accept the peacemakers, for they are truly the heirs of Eluah. Is it not written, listen, my children, and I will teach you the ways that are good, causing you to seek for shalom and maintain it. I accept those who suffer in the cause of mankind, for on them shall fall the mantle of glory in the reign of the Ruach. Is it not written, when they scorned and abused me, I was strengthened by the Ruach of Yahuwah, and nothing can now dismay me? I accept those whose motives when seeking to do good are misunderstood, for their place in glory is established. Is it not written, because they have reviled and slandered you, eternal glory will be granted? You whom I accept are the salt of the earth. But if the savor of salt disappears, it is useless, as salt without any flavor will be good for nothing. So those without goodness in their hearts serve no purpose. As salt adds flavor to food, so do good men make life more acceptable. I am your light, but you are the light of the world. Therefore build a strong city set on a hill, for a light shining from a hilltop cannot be hidden. I give you the light, so it may be put to use. For men do not put a lighted candle under a grain basket, but in a candlestick where it can light up the room. Let your lights shine before men, so they see the path clearly. Join your lights together, so they combine to form an unquenchable flame. For while a candle is easily snuffed out, it takes many men to subdue a forest fire. Be stout-hearted and resolute, for the struggle will be grim. The foe is wily and well entrenched behind thick walls. Those who have lived with poverty and misery, maintaining a cheerful heart in tribulation, will arise to glory. Those who are broken serving the cause of Yahuwah will receive a mantle of splendor. Those whose proper desires remain unfilled on earth will find fulfillment in the Shamayim. Those who have cheerfully borne affliction or deformity will radiate strength, and those who die for the cause of justice and shalom will inherit life and glory. I reject those who oppose the rule of Eluah. I herald a reborn world, even as I was heralded. But while such as these encumber the earth, it will not be reborn. I assure you of this. Unless the world be reborn, it cannot know the rule of Eluah. The upheaval of the labor pains will be great, for though many will say, speed the day, with their lips, in their hearts they will be saying, the cost is too great. Spare the coming. By their fruits shall they be known, and by their deeds shall they be judged. I reject the rich who live with their riches, or those who live beyond the bounds of moderation, for they shall be humbled in outer darkness. Is it not written, those in houses of comfort, where they sit at ease listening to instruments of music and sleep on soft beds of ivory, shall not survive? I reject those who gorge themselves with refinements of food, while others hunger, for they shall hunger in the reign of the Ruach. Is it not written, for those who serve Yahuwah will be filled, but those who do not will want? I reject those who scorn the way of wisdom, seeking vain pleasures which dull the ruach, for they shall be sorrowful in their proper place. Is it not written? The ruachoth of those who serve Yahuwah shall be joyful, but the ruachoth of those who reject him shall weep in sorrow and regret. I reject the arrogant and selfish, and those mainly concerned with themselves, for they will be friendless in their place. Is it not written, the things built of selfishness and false pride will be broken? I reject the liars and deceivers, and their abode is a place of darkness. Is it not written, the deceitful shall not know the presence of Yahuwah? I reject those who encourage ignorance, walking stiff-necked, their hearts an unopened book, for they shall not be enlightened. Is it not written, those who shower scorn on the words of others and close their eyes to righteousness shall not receive a righteous reward in their place? I reject the fornicators and adulterers and those who seek after lewd pleasures, for they shall go to a place of uncleanness. Is it not written, only they who are clean can come into the presence of Yahuwah? I reject those who in any way cause needless suffering, for they shall go into a place of pain. Is it not written, he who causes distress, though it be done in secret, yet he is seen and will repay? I reject the hypocrites and self-deceivers, for their loathsomeness will be properly purged. Is it not written, words not written in the heart should never issue from the mouth? To all that hear my words, but twist their meaning to suit their convenience. If a man says, he is with me, but does not abide by my teachings, then he is a hypocrite. If he says, but I live in circumstances where this does not apply, he is a liar. Far better that such as these say, we are against you, for until they do, the world will not be reborn. I bring light to the threshing floor of Kai, where suffering and misfortune are the flails, tribulation and distress, the winnowing fan, and the wisdom of Yahuwah, the winnowing shovel. Here the wheat is separated from the husks, chaff is thrown out, and the good grains gathered up. I come to build a new hekel, and if you say, these are good teachings, and take them to your heart, but tomorrow revel your neighbor and deceive your kinsman, you are an unstable brick. If the hekel be built with such material, surely it will collapse, and those within will perish. Is it not better if it were never built? If you say, but I am weak, then examine your defects and take the first step to stability. But examination is a waste of time unless leading to rectification. I call you to serve no mean cause, but to stand beside me and claim your inheritance. Those who dispute the claim are the ones I reject, and you must set your faces against them, even as I do. Come and inherit the incorruptible glory which is in the Shamayim, even as flesh is on earth. The way is narrow and difficult, for no one who has not been tempted and tried can attain his reward. He that is near me is close to a blazing fire and may get burned, but he who withdraws from the heat withdraws from the Shamayim. Some have said, the yoke of the Torah sits heavy on our shoulders. But I tell you, I come not to lighten, but to magnify the responsibility. Moshe brought the Torah which says not to kill, but I say to you, any who release anger on his brother without just cause shall not escape judgment. The Torah you have condemns adultery, but I tell you that if any man looks upon a woman with fornication in his mind, he is no less guilty. For it is what a man thinks that will lead him to glory or decay. He who is pure in love does not defile his heart by looking at another woman with fornication in view. The Torah you have says, no man shall put his wife away unless he give her a bill of divorcement. But I tell you that whoever seeks to put his wife away, except for adultery, or she is found unchaste, place her on the path of adultery, and is therefore not guiltless. What Yahuwah has blended in Ruach, let no man seek to sever. But those joined in body and not in Ruach are not sanctified. The Torah you have says you shall not swear falsely or break an oath, though if you vow something to the service of Yahuwah, the pledge must be kept. I tell you never to swear any oath, but confine yourself to a straightforward yes or no. It is needless to say more, for the word of a reverent man is more binding than the solemn oath sworn by another. If you are not a reverent man, then doubtless your word and oath will be worthless anyway. If your eye give cause for complaint, leading you towards lewdness or obscenity, pluck it out. It is of greater advantage to suffer disfigurement on earth than to be cast into the depths to suffer it there. If your right hand give cause for complaint, cut it off. For if your body be maimed on earth, you bear it a little time, but surely do nothing to prevent it, remaining intact in the place of glory. The Torah you have says, love your neighbors and hate your enemies. But I tell you to love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, and pray for those who deceive or persecute you. For if you only give love for love, this cannot be claimed as a meritorious thing, even when criminals return the love of those who love them. If you only repay good with good, dealing fairly only with those who treat you likewise, how can merit be claimed for this, which is no more than criminals do? It is the same if you only give to those who give to you, for criminals give to their own kind. Can you stand by and let it be said that criminals treat each other better than do reverent men? Love your enemies, but not their faults. Love those who hate you, but concede nothing to their wickedness. Give without expectation of return. Then only can you lay claim to goodness and be called a servant of Yahuwah. I have not come to abolish the Torah or to change the teachings of the Nebiim, but to complete them, adding any necessary clarification and interpreting them to the understanding of men. But the time has come to ask, when will they put into practice? When will men bring Yahuwah out of the hekel and make him a participant in their daily lives? When will men carry these things in their hearts and stop paying them lip service? I say with certainty, so long as earth and the Shamayim above it remain, not even the smallest particle shall be deducted from the Torah until the purpose it serves has been completed. Therefore, if anyone try to avoid even the least obligation imposed by the Torah, or to set aside the slightest of its restrictions, or teach others to do the same, he will be an insignificant thing in the life to come. But whoever lives by them, leading others to do likewise, will achieve the greatest heights of glory. Do all charitable acts privately, not displaying your righteousness to catch the eyes of others, for by so doing you void their benefits. Only those seeking public acclaim and hypocrites do these things ostentatiously. Never seek publicity for your deeds or goodness, nor let it be forced on you. I assure you that those who do these things have their reward on earth, and nothing awaits them elsewhere. When setting out on an errand of goodness, keep your right hand in ignorance of the left hand's deeds. Do your good deeds in secret, knowing they are not overlooked and will be duly rewarded. Do them without thought of reward, or they will lose their merit. Do not like the hypocrites who pray in the sight of everyone. They are being rewarded now. Pray in solitude, for your Father can be contacted from anywhere and is everywhere. Never use needless repetition or ramble on in the mistaken belief that the more you say, the more likely you are to be heard. Do not be a mere babbler of words, for prayer is not formed by words alone. Remember, your every need is known, so whatever is withheld may be for your own good. Prayer is contact between Ruach and Ruach, and should seek only to reinforce the strength of the Ruach. This is a pattern for prayer. Our Father, in Ruach, may your nature become known among men and your rule established on earth, according to the plan of the Shamayim. May your design be completed. Give us the sustenance we need to overlook our transgressions, as we overlook the transgressions of others. Do not test us too severely and strengthen us against the servants of evil. This is a clear checklist, family. We need to examine ourselves daily. Let this be a reminder. Let's dwell on these things so that we may be blameless when we have to meet with our Eluah Yahuwah in the time of judgment, for it will come unexpectedly. We must be ready. Shalom.